everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Sunglass Chef. I am so excited to share with you an international cuisine, Tortilla Española, aka Spanish omelet. Now, my mother was born and raised in Portugal, which is just west of Spain. It borders Spain, and she made this wonderful dish growing up. It's a real simple dish, it's delicious, and I think you'll enjoy it as well. 2 years ago, I took my family to Madrid, Spain. My wife was studying for her master's degree at the University of Salamanca, and there was a little tranquil restaurant not far from there that did a really good job and reminded me of my childhood experiences with Tortilla Española. And so I'm sharing this dish with you all. I hope you enjoy it. So come along and join me as we prepare this really simple dish. It only has a few ingredients. 1 russet potato, half of a medium-sized yellow onion finely diced, Celtic sea salt, fresh ground pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, olive oil, and eggs. I use a dozen eggs for this. Let's start right away with our sautéing of onions. We're going to sauté these onions for about 8 minutes in our cast iron skillet number 9. Erie, Pennsylvania. It's already preheated, and you always want to turn on the oven while you're doing this process because we'll be finishing this dish in the oven. Before you saute your onions in the skillet, be sure to add a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Next, we're going to peel our russet potato, and we're going to use a box grater to grate the potato. Now that the potato has been peeled, you'll notice that a box grater has 4 different sides to it. We want the side that has these holes that look like raindrops. For this Tortilla Española, we're adding this shredded potato, and actually what we're doing is we're making hash browns. And I'm going to show you the most delicious way to make hash browns. Now the russet potato has been shredded. It's time to drain the excess water by putting it in this mesh strainer. We'll leave it there for about 5 minutes. Well, now it's time to add our dry ingredients into our egg mixture. I'll start with some salt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1½ tablespoons of salt. Next, for our onion powder, we're going to use 1 tablespoon, 1 heaping tablespoon. We're going to use 1½ tablespoons of garlic powder. We're going to put approximately 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And a tablespoon of cracked pepper. And we're going to whisk this all together. Now we're ready to add our shredded potato to our sautéed onions. I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil. Give this a stir. It smells so wonderful. The aromatic scent of sautéed onions. And this is how you make hash browns. Delicious hash browns. I'm going to increase our heat. I spread it around, by the way, almost like a pizza dish. I spread this around in the form of a circle, and I'm going to turn our heat up to approximately a medium heat. We're going to season this hash brown by adding some dry ingredients. I'll start with a little salt. About a tablespoon, evenly spread. Drop it from high above so it evenly distributes. Cracked pepper. to your seasoning, to your liking. Onion powder. This is about a teaspoon. About a teaspoon and a half of garlic powder. And we're going to let this cook for approximately 5 minutes on each side. We want a nice golden brown. It's been about 5 minutes and we're going to flip this over. Ooh, look at that beautiful golden brown. That's the consistency we're looking for. That's the texture. That's the color we want. Beautiful. And we'll cook this next side for 5 minutes. Well, the hash browns are done. Look at that nice golden texture and color. Absolutely beautiful. I went ahead and cleaned out the cast iron skillet. I don't want any eggs sticking to this pan because we are going to finish this dish in the oven. So next what we're going to do is we're going to add our egg mixture right into the pan. I'm going to lower the temperature to a low medium heat. Alright, now that we have our egg in the skillet, next we're going to add our hash browns to the Tortilla Española. And you don't have to add all of the hash brown. You can, and I like to spread it around. So spread this throughout. And again, you don't have to add all of it. It's still hot, so careful when using your hands. Now that the hash browns have been added to our egg mixture, we're going to let this cook on the stovetop for approximately 4 minutes, and then we're going to finish this off in the oven. Now it's time to put our cast iron skillet in the oven for 20 minutes at 315 degrees. Now if you don't have a cast iron skillet, be sure to use an oven-proof skillet. And now for the moment of truth. They say the proof is in the pudding. My goodness, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. Now I'm going to plate this Tortilla Española. Shake it a little bit. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. And now it's time to try the Tortilla Española, aka Spanish omelet. This looks so delicious. I'm going to use my hands. Just get it right in there. Look at this. Mmm. The potato, the flavor of the eggs. I can taste the garlic, the onion. It's absolutely delicious.